Hi there! Today I'm going to show you how to fold my latest model, which is a very simple origami crocus. And I will be showing you how to make the flower and the leaf. So to make a crocus, you'll need one square piece of paper. And I found that the best size is 1/4. So I'm just going to show you the best size to make this flower. So you just want to fold your square in half, and I'm going to cut this off so that I now have a rectangle, and I'm going to fold this in half again. So this means that out of one square I can make 4 flowers. Sometimes these work and sometimes they don't. Okay, so one of these will make 1 flower. To make the leaf, I need 1/8. So this was originally the same size. So now I'm going to fold this in half. And if you've ever seen crocus flowers, you'll notice that they have many leaves around them. So this is actually really great because out of 2 squares you can make 4 flowers and 8 leaves. And so once again. So this will be 1 leaf and this will be 1 flower. So now that I've done that, I'm going to put all of this away. And I'm going to show you on a larger scale. So you can see that this is twice the size of my square. So first of all, we're going to concentrate on the flower. And if you have paper which is coloured on one side and white on the other, we're going to start with the white side up. So we're going to fold it in half. Making a nice crease and opening. I'm going to turn it round and fold it in half the other way. Okay, open that out. So I've got 2 valley folds. I'm going to turn the paper over and make both diagonal folds. So from point to point if possible. If like here you haven't got it all the way, you can roll the paper. Sometimes that helps. My square obviously wasn't 100% square. So once you have that one, we're going to do the other one. So that we now have this shape. If you pop out the centre, these folds will automatically come together. So I want all of these open flaps to be at the top and the closed point is facing towards me. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold the top make sure you've got 2 flaps and 2 flaps first of all. Now we're taking the first one and we're going to go up towards the central crease and unfold. And now we're going to take this one and fold that one up to the center too. And unfold. Going to flip it over and repeat the process here. Open and fold. So right now we have these folds. We're going to take the right hand edge and we're going to take it to this left valley, just on the one side. So I'm going to fold that from the point onto the left, making this new crease, but I'm only going to do it on this side. Now I'm going to take this edge from the new crease we've just created and I'm going to fold it down, so bring the edge onto this new valley fold. And flatten that down. Now, we could repeat the process on all the other flaps, but then we'd have this extra crease. So instead what I'm going to do is, using this flap, I'm going to turn it over and use it on the back to just copy the shape. Doesn't have to be perfect, just copy it. I'm going to move another flap over and copy that one too. So I'm just using the first piece as a guide. For the last one, you can go the other way. It doesn't really matter, you can open that up. We just want to get this shape. Okay, so now I have all of these flaps. I'm going to open them all up. And I'm going to show you on one. If you pull this apart, you can see this V. I'm just going to pop that inside so that the crease I just made is now inside. So if I turn, I get to another one, open it up and push it inside. And close that up again and again. So now I have all 4 of these inside. I'm going to collapse it again so that I have 2 big flaps and 2 big flaps. The next step is to take this edge and fold it along the crease that we have here. It's a small fold. When you make it out of the smaller paper, it's a bit fiddly, but it will work out. Now what I'm going to do, I've folded that once, I'm going to fold it again over itself. So from this point, just over. So I've gone once and twice. And I'm going to take that to the left. Now I'm going to do the same. So they're all going to go in the same direction. This edge going to go onto my first crease. And then over itself again. And it's okay if you see that, you know, it's a flower. So it's okay. And that's going to go towards the left. I've got these 2 flaps here. And the same thing again. over. It could be a little bit more precise, but it doesn't really matter. Hold that down. And go up to here. And again. So if I look at this, these are all going towards the left. I've noticed that this is what the crocus flower actually does. So now we're going to push inside, and we've created this cone. So we've almost finished our flower. You could leave it like this, or if you have a pen, or even just with your fingers when it's this big, you can roll these down. This is what the crocus flower does. So we can roll each petal inwards. So I'm just gently breaking this crease, but when you have a small one, best to use a pen and roll. So this is the finished flower. Doesn't look so beautiful when it's large, but you can see from the original one how on a smaller scale it's much sweeter. So we're going to put the flower to one side and concentrate on the very simple leaf. So from this strip we're going to start with the white side up, and also on the crocus leaf you can actually notice that it has a white strip in the center. If you actually manage to see the flower, you can see that that's exactly how it looks. So very simply we're going to fold this strip in half. So you can either do it flat on the table or just pinch it to join the edges. And we're going to open that up. Now we're going to take the bottom edge, and we don't want to go right to this central crease. We want to leave a little space. And do remember, I'm making it double the size that you will be. So I'm going to fold it up, leaving a little gap and going all the way. So we're going to crease that. You can turn it over and repeat on the bottom. So we're going to leave this gap again. And we're going to repeat the process once more. So we're going to take this bottom edge and go over once more, leaving a gap at the central crease. This also makes the leaf a little bit thicker and obviously much thinner. Turn it over and repeat again. This time you can decide if you're happy with your gap, if it needs to come closer. Now's the time. And leaves are organic, so It doesn't have to be completely uniform all the way through. So we have this strip and this flower. So we want to make this a little bit more leaf-like. So using my nail or a pair of scissors or something, I want to break the rigidity so it becomes more like a leaf. So you can roll it, if that works. See, now I've broken it. And often with the leaf, you'll notice that it comes together at the end. So we can just do that by folding it together a little, pinching it, so that it comes together nicely. And then to actually put it on the flower, it's very easy to just fold this up, fold this in half, so this can stay nicely together. We can pinch that. So all I did there was decide which length I want, fold this up and pinch, and then pinch that together. So this becomes the leaf and this will become the stem. Obviously you can make your stem much lower if you prefer and have a longer leaf. So any size is good. So just pinch that, release the leaf. And now if you have a pair of scissors, or you can just rip off gently the base. So I've created this hole. This can now go inside, and you see it doesn't slide too far. So I've put my stem inside the crocus, and this is the leaf. So you can get your crocus and your leaf together. If you want, you could cut this and colour it in so that it's yellow, as the real crocus flower does have a yellow centre. But otherwise, just by inserting this, you get the shape. So that's the end of that. Now, to show you how I put this together, these are just some glass beads. This is the same leaf, and I just have a little pot, some foam with some cuts, and it's just a question of deciding where you want to put this, and it goes inside one of the cuts. So you just slot them in. I can take this out so that you can see. They're just slotted inside. So it's the same, and then just create this however you want. And this is what's great. You can have different colours and you get many leaves. So I'm just putting a few back together so it looks a bit better. And then if you want to cover that, you can. So this is a great little gift for a friend, or maybe it will encourage the flowers to bloom for spring if they haven't already started blooming where you live. So that's the end of my crocus video tutorial. I hope you've enjoyed it.